Hello, everyone. It's that time again. Time for another. This is commentary with Ozzy Rose. Hello, everyone. I hope everyone's had a great Friday and a great Friday night. As for me, no complaints as usual. This is a late night commentary segment, and it couldn't be helped. I do apologize. I got behind, so I've just been trying to play catch up ever since instead of mustard. But anyways, the topic for this commentary segment is faith. That's right, faith. I never really had much faith in life until I got right with the Lord. It'll be this July the 4th, will be 2 years that I've been right with the Lord. I mean, I believed in Him all my life, don't get me wrong, uh, but I never had actual true faith in Him because I wasn't living a Christian life. I put all my faith in Him. Uh, you know, uh, I tend to believe this way. It's just me. You can have all the money in the world, the love of family, friends, material things, you know, but I believe you got to have some faith somewhere, faith in something or someone. I believe, I'm not saying you wouldn't have nothing because you could have all that. You could have money, the wealth of family, and friends, and material things, and there's nothing wrong with having all that, of course. But you got to have some type of faith, you know. I don't have no faith in no human. I only have faith in Him, the Lord Jesus. And that's, I mean, I'm just speaking for me. Uh, I never had true faith until a couple of years ago. Now, being said, there was a time I kind of had to put my faith in the good people in Paragould, Arkansas, when I started doing the strutting thing there. Because I didn't have any glasses at times there, and I could not see. And give you a case in point, it was the very day I got right with the Lord, the 4th of July, 2 years ago. This 4th of July, and I remember it was so hot that day, and I had no glasses, and I'm legally blind, like in both eyes. So I had to put my faith in the people on Highway 49 South that if I was to stumble out, not to run over me. And I had my faith in the Lord. I had just gotten right with the Lord that day in front of Linwood Cemetery on 49 South. Uh, and I mean, just right then. And then I told him, I said, well, look, I'm going to go wherever you want me to go, Lord. I was walking with a limp at the time. I was in a lot of great physical pain. And I said, because that's the least I could do after what all you went through, carrying that cross. Before they stood him up on it, and put the spikes in his hands and stuff. I said, it's the least I can do. I told him, I said, if you want me to walk all the way to Jonesboro, I'll walk all the way to Jonesboro, wherever you lead me to. And what he did was he led me to Linwood, I think it's called Linwood Motel. But I remember, I'll never forget that day when I got right with him. I mean, I bet there was there had to be hundreds and hundreds of cars that come through there that day. And it was one of the hottest 4th of Julys we had had. And I put my faith in him. But the good thing was I put my faith in him first. Then I put my faith in them in case I did accidentally stumble out there, not to run over me. I never stumbled out there because I put my faith in him, you know. Uh, but I tend to believe if I had them, I think they wouldn't have run me over. I guess I'll never know. But uh, that's when I had true faith. I had true faith that day when I got right with him, in front of hundreds and hundreds of people in their cars passing me by. Uh, but then I had to put my faith in the good people there. That in case I did accidentally stumble out, not to run over me. And I tend to believe that they probably wouldn't have run over me. Uh, Today, I had just gotten clean and sober the day before that from the 100 proof schnapps and the meth. So where he led me to was Linwood Motel. Uh, and I rented me a room, I think for 2 or 3 days, something like that. And it was the worst I'd ever smelt in my life, folks. Yeah, that's how hot it was. So uh, it is what it is. Uh, Even though I have glasses today, I've had cataracts for going on, I think, 13, 14 years. I still cannot see good. But I still put my faith in Him up there to keep me from, I got perfect balance because I'm in great shape now, great physical shape. So I have perfect balance. People here know I'm not going to stumble out in front of them here. But I still put my faith in Him each day before I do go strutting. I tell Him, I said, Lord, keep me safe on all my travels, and get me back home here, and He always does, So uh, I will always put my faith in Him. Uh, I have a little faith in me, but I put even more faith in Him, meaning the Lord, Uh, if I trained someone to do the strutting thing, I would have to make sure they had perfect balance. That way they didn't stumble out in front of a vehicle and get run over. You know, I do have perfect balance. Uh, the Lord put me through the worst training I'd ever went through in my life. Basic training in the military was nothing. He had to train me to go up and down the worst hills here, up and down the worst terrain. But I put my faith in him. Long, long periods without going to a bathroom. Long, long periods without having anything to drink. You know, so but I put my faith in him, and you know what? He got me through all that training. You know, and he did. He put me through rain. I mean, sopping wet rain. You know, the bitter cold temperatures, the hot temperatures, all in order to let him work through me when I do the strutting thing. So when you see me out here, Jonesboro, Arkansas, at 58 years old, uh, that's the Lord working through me, and that's truly what it is. You know, uh, don't get me wrong. The Lord allows some things to happen. He don't cause things to happen. He allows things to happen. But if you have, as it says in the Bible, faith, as much as a mustard seed, because you do have to believe, and to believe you got to have faith, So I've always believed in the Lord. Don't get me wrong, I always did, uh, you know, uh, but I never had true faith until I got right with Him. Like I said, it'll be 2 years this coming up 4th of July. It was the best thing that I ever done for myself. I guess the only second best thing to that was I got clean and sober the day before, you know. Uh, but the next day I got right with Him, you know. So and I always keep my faith in Him on many different levels, Uh, but it's the truth. Nobody trained me to do these dance moves. Nobody taught me any of that. The Lord did. So when you see me out there, yeah, you see Ozzy Rose out there, but you see what the Lord Jesus Christ is doing, working through me. I'm just an instrument that He's working through, you know. Uh, and I think in order to have faith in Him, you will have at least some faith in yourself. And I do have faith in me, but He has the most of it, you know. So uh, don't get me wrong, I'm not a perfect Christian. I'm not perfect at anything but making mistakes. Uh, I know I curse sometimes and stuff like that, but I pray about it every night and ask Him to forgive me of my sins because I know I sin every day. I don't belong to a church, but I love all the churches, all the denominations. They all have one thing in common: worshiping Him. You know, so that's why I love them all. You know, so to have faith in Him, though, you'll have some faith in yourself. You'll put more faith in Him. You know, uh, and I just love Him so for all the mighty blessings He's bestowed upon me. As my late mother used to say. You know, and I have faith in friends, but what I'm trying to say is that I don't put all my faith in them. I put all my faith in Him. I have some faith in myself, but not like the kind of faith I put in Him. And I have faith, like I said, in others. I do. I just don't put all my faith in them because they're like me. They're humans. We make mistakes. You know. So, anyways, that's going to be our wrap for this commentary segment. And the topic is faith. And if you don't have faith, I hope someday that you get some. Until the next time, I'm the strut man, Mr. Ozzy Neil Rose. Good night, everybody.